Have you ever heard a killer riff or just wondered how they make these solos sound so emotional? Chances are they're using the most powerful scale in their arsenal, and that one's the minor pentatonic. It's the secret sauce behind most blues solos, any classic rock solos you've heard that you just can't stop tapping your foot to. Today we're going to unlock them secrets together, and in the next 5 minutes we're going to dive into what makes the pentatonic such a versatile scale and how to use it to level up your own soloing and riffs. Let's just start with a quick breakdown. So the minor pentatonic scale has just 5 notes, and that's exactly why it's called pentatonic, so penta. But don't let the small number fool you. Just 5 notes pack a massive punch. You've got the root, the minor third, the fourth, the fifth, and the minor seventh. So in the key of A minor, those notes are A, C, D, E, and G. And then we go back to the root on A again. Those notes then repeat, and we can play it over 2 octaves. So again, that's A, C, D, E, and G. And again, we can add the high E string in here with A and C again. What I've just played for you is commonly referred to as the minor pentatonic box shape 1. So as long as we know the root note or the key note and all the names of the notes on the low E string, we can then take that shape or that pattern that we've just learned and play it anywhere else on the neck. So we can play it in any key. So the next step, and the way I like to teach this, is to make sure that first of all you know the names of the notes on the low E string. This will be able to help us figure out where each of our pentatonic scales are going to start and each of the root notes where they all are. So let's go through the notes on the low E string together. So if you don't know them already, that's E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, E, and then it starts back on F, F sharp, G flat, G, and so on. So these are the names of the notes on the low E string, and we're going to need to know these off by heart in order to find out where or which fret our pentatonic scales or our minor pentatonic box 1 is going to start from. So as long as you've got the names of the notes on the low E string down, you should be able to locate the root notes or the names of the notes so that we can find out where we're going to start our minor pentatonic box 1 from. So for example, if we started on fret 1, that would be an F, fret 3 would be a G, fret 7 a B, fret 11 E flat, and so on. So again, it's really important that you sort of know this off by heart and you learn the low E string notes first so that we can know where to locate our box number 1. Okay, so let's look at another couple of examples here. So we're going to start off with the F minor pentatonic scale. This one is located, the root note starts on fret number 1 on the low E string. And the notes we have are F, A flat, B flat, C, E flat. That then starts again if we go over a second octave. So F, A flat, B flat, C, E flat, and then the high E string again, F and A flat. That's minor pentatonic box 1 in the key of F. Let's check out C on fret number 8. So the notes here are C, E flat, F, G, B flat, again starts again, so C, E flat, F, G, B flat, and then again on the high E string we've got C and E flat again to the start of a third octave. Let's do one more. So this one is B minor pentatonic, fret number 7. So the notes here are B, D, E, F sharp, A, and then again it starts again, so we've got B, D, E, F sharp, and A, and then the high E string again, B and D. So here's 3 examples, but again, as long as you take what we've learned so far by taking the root note that we learned on the low E string, you can play the minor pentatonic in any key. So just to clarify what we've covered today, we've learnt the minor pentatonic scale in any key. We've learnt the root notes on the low E string and where to locate minor pentatonic box shape 1 on any root note, again starting from the low E string. So the next step would be just to pull up a backing track on YouTube, type in F minor backing track, and then practice the scale we've learned today along with a backing track, or G minor backing track and practice your G minor, just going up and down the scale, practicing it in sequence. Once you get used to that, then we can move on to something else. But for the moment, that's the main thing I'd like you to practice from today's lesson. So if you feel like you need any more help, I do offer one-to-one. So link in the description to my website. You can check that out. I do have an ebook all about the pentatonic. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. You can check that out. I've also got some freebies, a free chord ebook. If you're interested in learning chords, again, link will be in description. But anyway, I hope that's helped, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.